In the spirit of emotional honesty, there are some truths that we sometimes are reticent to speak. But those with great relationships are brave enough and aware enough to know how wonderful it is to be able to hear from somebody that you care for, how much you mean to them. We learn so much from these important people in our life. And when they see our beauty and they reflect it to us, we begin to believe in ourselves in ways that we might not have before. To validate, acknowledge, affirm those who we love, and to open to be validated and acknowledged and affirmed by them helps us to grow into bigger, more effective people. To stop the busyness of a life, to sit down with someone that we really care for, to say the prayer of thank you. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for all the ways that you make my life so much richer than it would be without you. It's a great gift to them and a gift to ourselves. And if we remember to do it with regularity, we operate with a full soul tank. I am so blessed to share my life with you. I feel that finding you and partnering with you and marrying you and staying with you, particularly in the times when it looked like we might not make it, is far and away the best thing that has ever happened to me. I have learned so much with you, and I have learned so much from you. You were the one that held a higher standard than the one that I had learned in my family about integrity and honesty and authenticity. And I am so grateful to you that you held that standard and that you wouldn't allow the nonsense of withholding and silently carrying grudges and resentment and not having the courage to speak the truth about them. And you used to say to me back in the old days, just spit it out, tell the truth. And I was so afraid to tell the truth because I was so afraid of losing you. But I knew that if I didn't grow the courage to tell the truth, that I definitely would lose you because you didn't have any tolerance for deceit. And you taught me so much about being an honest person. And you taught me, and still teach me, so much about going after what I want and asserting myself. And don't be a drip, and don't be a, little fragile thing, and don't treat myself as if I could break. That I'm more resilient than I thought, and that I can risk, and I can take chances, and I can fall on my face, and I can get up, and I can go again. And I appreciate that you've been a model for me to be brave and to take chances and to get up and go for it again. And that it's not a shameful thing to make a mistake. I'm so grateful for that. I feel like my life would be little and shriveled without your encouragement to try things. I was afraid to be a teacher. I didn't even know who I was, that I'm a natural born teacher. And my fear of public speaking silenced me for so many years. I was in my 40s before I even knew what I was supposed to be doing with my life. You told me not to take it so seriously. Just get up there and speak your truth, and maybe people will ask you questions you won't know the answer to. Oh well, you don't have to have all the answers. Just respond to the question. Just go for it. You're a go for it guy. And you inspired me to be a go-for-it gal. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that you nudged me along and you goosed me along and that you were my believing eyes, that I could do so much more with my life than I ever had any idea that I could. I was so afraid that if I was a mom, I wouldn't be able to do much with my career. And if I was going to have a career and develop my career, then my kids would turn out to be juvenile delinquents. And you believed in me and you said, you're bigger than that. You're big enough to have a career and to have a family too. And I've been able to do both. And I'm so grateful that you believed in me. You taught me about what's really important. You taught me about honesty and about bravery and about living a balanced life and not being a driven workaholic to stop and play. One of the things I love about you is that playful boy. He's a tease and he's a rascal. I love that about you. And you bring forth the playful part of me, because left to my own devices, I'd be way too serious. You taught me about being a good parent, that it's not about discipline and form and structure and towing the line and limits and consequences. I would have been much too hard on the kids without your influence. Enjoy them. Play with them. Get down on the floor. Forget about the laundry. Build the block tower. You're teaching me now with the grandkids. I'm down on the floor building the block tower. I'm not concerned about the dust and the ironing and the laundry and the dirty dishes. I'm enjoying life more because you've taught me about enjoying life. You've taught me a lot about living with openness, about not pretending, not to pretend that I'm smarter than I am or that I'm more courageous than I am, that I can tell the truth and I'm enough. I'm not inadequate because I have fears. I'm not inadequate because I don't have a genius IQ. You've taught me to keep money in its place. I really had some distorted ideas and worried a lot about money. And I realized so much of our happiness has very little to do with money. You taught me the difference between concern and worry. And I really have worried way too much in my life about things that never, ever even happened. You taught me about being in the present moment and letting the future take care of itself. I still have to work a lot with that one. One of the things that I so love and appreciate about you is how present you are in the moment. You forget about the past right away. And you don't worry about the future. You trust so much that things are going to work out. And it's been contagious to me. And I trust more than I ever have that things will work out. I'm very grateful that you didn't bail out when things got rough with us, because it was a pretty close call there a few times when it was so dark that we just didn't know how we would ever make it through it. And I am so grateful for your commitment, for your endurance, for your staying power, that you hung in there with me. I never would have had the wherewithal if you didn't join me in the commitment It was too heavy. I couldn't carry it by myself. And I'm so grateful that you've been the good father to me. Not the disapproving dad, not the one that had all the rules, but the one that saw my beauty and called it forth in such a gentle and loving way. I'm so grateful that you're in my life. You've taught me so much. My life is so rich and full because you've been in it all these 44 years. And now, all we can do is take this joy and abundance that we have and sprinkle it around on other people. I'm having a ball. It's harvest time now. And there's just so much abundance for us to be grateful for. Thank you. Thank you for being such a wonderful teacher to me.
I'm trying to take all that in. It's so big. You're so big. I've known that about you from the very beginning. I just never understood how you couldn't have seen it. But I understand. I know why. And I'm so grateful to you for being in my life in a way that has enabled me to be the person that I've been with you. Because I wasn't that person when we first met. I wasn't that person for the first few years we were together. I was not aware that that person was even in me. But I know that now because you've seen me in ways that I never was able to see myself. You've been my believing eyes. And to me, there's no way that I could have given you what I have given you without you having given me what you gave me. The confidence to put myself out there. The trust that even if I fell down flat on my face, which I did a few times, that you weren't going anywhere. That I didn't have to live up to your expectations in order for you to keep loving me. Mm. I didn't know. I didn't know what the experience was of being unconditionally loved until I met you. And I feel like that's what you've been giving me from the beginning, long before I was able to give it to you. I sometimes want to tell you how much you mean to me, but when I don't, it's because I can't find the words that seem like they're big enough. So I want to apologize because for not acknowledging you as much as I feel that I want to. And I want to make a commitment to be more generous with my acknowledgments to you and my gratitude. Because I feel like no matter how much I said, it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't adequately express the depth of appreciation that I have for what you've given me. How you've been there with me and for me through all of those challenging times, all of the things that we've been through, the risks that we've taken individually and together, the times that we've fallen down and not known whether or not we were going to be able to get up again.
Mm-hmm.
You gave me, Linda, the biggest gift that anybody could ever give me. You gave me the gift of living with an open heart, which is something that I stopped doing when I was real small. And you helped me to find my heart again. You helped me to risk being vulnerable again and to not let my fear stop me from feeling my love, not just for you, but for so many other people that have come into our lives, to our kids, to our grandkids.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't tell you what that means to me. And as I look ahead to the future, I don't know how much more time we've got together.
Mm-hmm.
All I know is that I'm really committed to milking it for everything I can. I want us to go for broke in this one. I don't want fear to stop you or me from doing what we know we can and will do. I don't want anything to get in the way. I don't want to get to the end of my life and feel like there's more that I could have done to show you my love. I don't want to have that doubt. So I'm in it for the duration. I'm in it for the long haul. And I just want you to know that you can count on me to keep giving you what I've been giving you. And I want you to let me know when there's more that you want that you're not getting. And I will welcome that from you. So I give you permission to ask for whatever you want. And I can't guarantee that I'll always provide it, but I'll give it my best shot. So, thanks.
Thank you.